Hey, what's going on everybody? And this is John J Gaming on the mic, and here we are in the St. Thomas Tommies dynasty here on NCAA 14, and we have another basement dwelling matchup here on today's video. We're playing up against New Mexico State. They're currently 1-3 on the season. They have had it rough, but yet they are beating us in every single category imaginable except the passing offense. That's 7 yards better than New Mexico State's offense. So we got that going for us, and for some reason Curb Herd Streak, he's going to be rocking with us. So maybe today's the day we are going to win an actual football game. But hey, enough about that. Before I get into this game though, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're brand new to the channel as well, make sure you subscribe to me, because if you love that college football content, I got you with that college football video gaming content. And with that, let's go ahead and jump right into this ball game. Now, one exciting thing that we do have going today is that we do have a prospect visiting campus. Jonathan Marks is making his way up to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Wants to see what we're all about, and if we can get 2 interceptions like we did last time, I'm sure we can make a really good impression on him regardless of how the rest of the game goes. Okay, so here we are, Osh Hall Stadium, and we have a mostly packed Tommies football stadium here today. We take on these Aggies, and even though it's definitely a bomb dweller matchup, it's nice to see the home crowd out here today. Picking things up early on this third quarter. We got him at a 3rd and 5, but of course we leave Robert Downs the third wide open for an easy first down. Next play, Atkins drops back. He's going to find his running back this time around, as Omari Samuels is able to easily get a first down, as the Aggies are moving quickly in their no huddle offense, a true thorn for the Tommies, as we have a difficult time with anything, but we especially have a hard time with no huddle attacks, and they are doing whatever they want to do per usual. As Omari Samuels, he has another 7-yard gain, but it is slowed down by an injury, so we should get our guys a little bit of rest. But right here, Abraham, he's able to sneak his way into the end zone, and early on we have a 7-0 lead. Alright, following the kickoff though, as St. Thomas is slated to get it back, Michael Edwards looks like he's going to have a promising return, and he sure is. He's at the 30, the 40, 45, and he's tackled at midfield, so we have some amazing field position to work with. Unfortunately, first couple of plays did not go very well at all, so we have a 3rd and 11 now. So now we're going to get it to Danny Dokins, and Dokins gets the first down. 17 yards, and our drive is still alive, ladies and gentlemen, as we're looking to get some points on the board early on this game. We get it out to Chad McKenzie. He gets a first down, gain of 11 on the play. And then following that, we're going to try to get this running game going. Get it to Dokins once again. He's able to get to the outside, and he's able to get 8 yards on the play. Tommies are looking good so far on offense. 2nd and 2 though, tried to get it to Adrian Thompson, but he drops the pass. It would have been a first down if we actually caught that ball. But it's all good though. We still have a 3rd and 2 right here. Desi Lindsey, he's going to try to get it to the slant, but it looks like it was batted down at the line of scrimmage. So we will have to settle for a field goal. But hey, our offense, looked really good on that first drive. Hopefully we can keep that up through the rest of this game, as Drew Dan gains 14 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Aggies, following a short 4-yard run. Atkins is going to drop back. He's going to get it to Drew Dan once again, and it's for a gain of 8, and it's another first down. Aggies are moving along right a freight train in the crazy train, as they go to Drew Dan again. 3rd catch of the drive, and this time it's nearly for a touchdown. Gain of 37 yards on the play, and they're going to go ahead and just go right into that no huddle, as Atkins drops back, throws it to Wyatt, And Jarrett White is wide open in the end zone, and it's another touchdown for the Aggies as we go down 14-3. However, the good fortunes on our offense might be ending soon as we had an unproductive first couple of plays. We try to throw it to Bo Hall, but it is way off target, and it's an easy interception for the safety as they get it to our 20-yard line. But we do have a clipping penalty. New Mexico State will still have the ball, but we at least back them up a little bit, back to their 42. So now that they're outside the red zone, we have a little bit of a fighting chance for our defense. Can our guys get a stop here as it's nearly picked off by Brian Cook? Oh man, we needed that interception so badly. Oh, we needed that. But we still get a nice little stop there in 2nd and 10. But of course, quarterback, he's going to scramble. He breaks one. He's breaking another tackle. There's a third. It's tackled from behind, but not before gaining 28 yards on the play as the Aggies will go back into their no huddle, as it's been working extremely well as it leads to another touchdown. Man, I'm just getting comfortable in my seat. We're already down 21-3, but we're certainly not going to give up yet. However, we do have another 3rd and 13. We are in danger of going 3 and out. But we get it to Chad McKenzie. He makes the catch again. 17-yard gain on the play. And it's a beautiful pass over the middle. Beautiful throw. Nice catch as it moves the chains for a first. But now it's time to get the running game going once again. Denny Dilkins, he's going to try to run it up the middle, but is met by an absolute brick wall. Really need to work on our offensive line blocking, as it makes it difficult to do anything, as Desi Lindsay, he has to run for his life. Now they're facing a 3rd and 14. Next play, Desi Lindsay, he's going to drop back the pass. He's going to throw it up the middle to Chad McKenzie, but he drops it, and we're going to be forced to punt it away. Oh, that sucks. That would have kept the drive alive, but nothing we can do about now. Just got to hope that our offense can make a stop here. Not our offense, but our defense. My bad. Our defense can make a stop as Jarrett White gains 9 yards on that catch. Next play, Atkins is going to drop back the pass. He's going to throw it off to Taylor, who gets it about midfield, about where the logo is, as New Mexico State is looking to get 4 touchdowns on 4 separate drives, but Steve Spurlock gets into the backfield, and it's a 7-yard loss. Steve Spurlock just hammering the man to the ground. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're down 21-3, but there's been some positive things I'd like to see. We just got to continue to build off it. Speaking of things to build off of, we have a 3rd and 17. They run a halfback screen, but can we stop them? It was really close, but we still managed to do it. New Mexico State is going to be punting it away. But now we need to get something going on offense, because since the first drive we haven't had anything good going on, and Desi Lindsay of course gets sacked. So we had to punt it right back to these Aggies. That's tough. Defense makes the stop, might get some momentum going, but of course 3 and out, that's always really tough to see. And now the Aggies are back to their usual stuff, getting first downs and moving this ball down the field really easily, as Samuels makes a cut upfield, and he's down in the red zone all of a sudden, 15 yards. But a couple plays later, we do get him in a 3rd down situation again. 3rd and 7, we bring the blitz. It actually works because Travis Abraham, he catches the ball, but it's short, so we force a field goal. So 2 possessions that they had, last 2 possessions, 3 points, but our offense just can't get anything going. It's been tough out here on these streets, so another 3 and out, and of course they bring it back to midfield because we can't punt it very far. So now Abraham, he has the ball, 22 yards, of course. And then 1st and 10 right here. New Mexico State, they're going to run the option, and Samuels is going to go up the gut. He's going to bring multiple tackles, but is down at about the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and 10 for these Aggies. And the next play right here, Atkins is going to go deep to down. It's the 3rd, and it's a 31-3 game. But hey, we have 3 minutes left in this first half. We're not done yet, but we're of course not doing ourselves any favors, because very first play after we get the ball back, we throw an interception. I just kind of locked onto that guy, not gonna lie. Not doing my team any favors whatsoever. That's of course my bad, and it could be costly, because right here Downs is gonna bring it to almost a first down marker right away. Look at Atkins, man, 21 for 22. Dude is doing anything he wants. As Warner, he's left wide open. Nobody thought about him. And so we're down 38-3. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. But can we get something going for our offense? We had a little something going on the first drive, but we haven't done anything since. But it's never too late to change that as Thompson makes the catch. He actually hangs on to it, and it's a gain of 13. Now we move into a no-huddle offense ourselves, because we're trying our best to get back into this game. And initially it's working as Lindsey gains 18 yards. A couple plays later, facing a 2nd and 13. Lindsey's looking for somebody. He's going to have to throw it away. Thought he had that corner route, but just wasn't enough room. So now it's a 3rd and 13 for the Tommies, as Dilkins, he's going to try to get some yards on the screen. But it's a 4th and 15, and we have to punt this ball away. Good news is, however, is that we do run it down to about 30 seconds, and we did back them up pretty good. So if we can be partially competent, we can at least stop them from getting some more points on the board before the end of this first half. However, this is the part where my hopes and dreams ultimately get crushed, because Samuels gets the screen and is able to take it all the way down, 63 yards for the touchdown. And it's like Oprah out here. You get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, everybody gets a touchdown, because we're down by 42. But we're not done yet. We still have another half of football left to play, as we try to take it out of the end zone here, and it's working pretty well for us as Ricky Williams, he's got to the outside, and he gets it to about the 45-yard line. We have our work cut out for us because their defense shut us down, only averaging 2 yards per play so far. Hopefully we can build off of that going forward as we try to get it to Robert Miller, and excuse me, Patrick Miller. I don't know why I was thinking Robert, but it's a 23-yard gain, and we're in business in Aggies territory. And it's time for us to get into his no huddle as Kevin Stone, he gets back up somehow, but he gets tripped up again. And we're at, looks like about the 12-yard line. So now we're going to try to get the Bo Hall, but Bo Hall can't haul it in. That could have been a touchdown if it was an accurate pass. But it's still 3rd and 10, so we still have one more shot at this. He's going to try to throw it to the end zone, but Shamad Lamak gets his hands on it, and we have to settle for the field goal. Okay, so we had a better start. That was probably the deepest that we drove to the end zone at that point, is New Mexico State. They have the ball back, but we did stop their no huddle, probably because they feel bad for us. But you know, that helps us out a lot, at least in terms of at least trying our best to slow these guys down, as Aaron Taylor does get the reception for the first down. A couple plays later, Atkins drops back again, throws a nice little ball over to Jared Wyatt. I'd love to have our quarterbacks throw balls like that. Totally accurate, in stride all the time. But alas, a guy can dream. And like dreams, you know, they get crushed easily, as that's another touchdown. No. Oh man, it's gonna be a long season, man. As now Denny Dilkins, you know, he gets 6 yards. Then 3rd and 4, we actually bamboozle these guys with the halfback draw, so we get a nice little first down. A couple plays later, Desi Lindsey dropping back, tries to get it to Thompson. It is on the money, but it is dropped for an incompletion. And so now the boys, they're facing a 3rd and 7. Dilkins is going to try to run the ball up the gut. He's only able to get 3. Draw does not work a second time, so we'll have to punt this ball away again. But no, we bamboozle them. We're going to try to fake the punt. Going to try to run for it, and Justin Little is absolutely smacked. He doesn't even get the first down. And he just takes an absolute shot. Hopefully he's okay. But we can't worry about that now. We got to worry about trying to get some points. Or not points on the board, just stopping them from getting more points. We're already down by 40-something. And they are on the warpath once again, as New Mexico State is looking to extend this lead to over 50 points. Jeez. Why y'all gotta do us like that, man? Y'all are destroying us. Destroying hopes and dreams. As Samuels, was nearly stopped at the line of scrimmage, but of course, broken tackles, that's a thing. And it leads to this 1st and goal where Samuels is able to run it in easily for another touchdown. And at this point, we just decided to send the rest of this game because, you know, I was just getting too depressed for that first one. And, you know, it's kind of interesting to see how team plays out. We do get a touchdown in garbage time, but we do end up falling to the Aggies ultimately by a score of 80-13 in this game. You know, what I thought was going to be an easier game for us because of the progress that we made against Old Dominion, we end up losing by more than 60 points. It was like 67 points. Another disheartening loss for the Tommies, but just for some giggles, let's just see how both scoring summary as well as how our players did stat-wise today. So, scoring summary, it started off okay. They got a touchdown to start the game, but then we got a field goal to respond. But the thing was, it did not get any better after that moment. We did score a touchdown in junk time in the 4th quarter, though, which is pretty nice when we actually decided to start simming since we were losing so badly. As for the player stats, Warren Wood, he came in relief towards the end and did throw a touchdown pass. Granted, that was his only completion, was 1 for 3 for 19 yards. Our main starting quarterback, though, Desi Lindsay, 18 for 44, 219 yards, but he definitely struggled once again today as he threw another 3 interceptions today. Our rushing game, though, was led by Danny Dilkins, who came in with 12 carries for an exciting 22 yards. The other 2 people that handled the ball, though, did have positive yards, so that's cool. Lindsay had 9 yards rushing, over 5 carries. And then Justin Little, trying to perform a play fake, he had 1 carry for 2 yards. Receivers, man, definitely had a tough day, but Denny Dilkins, though, definitely stood out for us today. He had 8 catches for 61 yards, and he didn't catch a single, or not, he didn't drop a single pass, so that's always really great to see. Kevin Stone tied him with those 61 yards as well, but only had 3 catches. And then Bo Hall caught the only touchdown for the Tommies today. It was his only catch that went for 19 yards. Blockers, man, you know, they're slowly but surely getting better, but we're still allowing quite a few sacks. Jarls Cade was the biggest culprit today with 2 sacks allowed. Noah Cox and Joel Collins each allowed a sack in their own right. And then our defense finally was led by Jeff Arnold, who from his safety position had 8 total tackles today. Although we didn't get any TFLs, which that went to Aaron Moore and Steven Spurlock. Both of those TFLs were as a result of getting a sack on the quarterback. Unfortunately, we didn't get any turnovers on defense today. But hey, it is all good, guys, because we actually planned on doing a doubleheader since these are going to be the last 2 home games that we are going to have for this year. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys Senior Day against the Washington State Cougars, who are an extremely talented football team. So we definitely will have our work cut out for us. We don't have any seniors on the team, but I guess we'll, you know, honor the students that are seniors on campus. I don't know, but, you know, we're still going to go out there and give it our best shot against these Washington Cougars. So let's go ahead and hit that football field once again. Also have another prospect visiting us today. Justin Spicer, a JUCO tackle, is visiting us today. Would really love to have him on our football team so that we can have some additional help of at least controlling the offensive trenches for our football team in future seasons. Alright, so here we are, back at it again at Oshhaw Stadium. This is the last time we'll see the stadium, as this is our final home game, and it's going to be against these Washington State Cougars. I think this is our first Power 5 opponent, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably wrong, but you know, we have nothing to lose, so we'll go out and give it our own college try. And right now the college try is not working very well, as early on the Cougars are moving the ball around. You know, quarterback is like Oprah. You know, you get a ball, you get a reception. Everybody's going to get a reception today, as he only thrown 3 passes, but he had 3 different receivers catch the ball. We do get him to a 3rd and 9 though, so that's really cool. But can we get a stop? No! We get burned on the back end. And so that's how Washington State's gonna take the lead, of course. Alright, so it's our time to shine though. 1st and 10. Lindsey's gonna drop back. He's gonna get absolutely crushed by multiple Cougar linemen, as we now face a 2nd and 19 inside the 20, inside the 20-yard line. But we're gonna try to throw it to Thompson, and Thompson makes a beautiful catch. 15 yards on the play. We get ourselves back on schedule, but can we finish the deal as we try to get to Kevin Stone, but it's thrown behind, and we have a 4th and 2. However, I lost all my pride at this point, so we're going to go ahead and go for it, even though it probably won't work. However, Justin Little gets the 1st down. We can keep the drive alive. Alright, so after that amazing 4th down conversion, we have a 2nd and 6 now. We're going to get it to Thompson, and Thompson's able to make the catch this time around, gain 12. So we now are in Washington State territory. So now it's time to, now we got the 4th down conversion, we got to get some points on the board. However, another 5-yard loss. Another sack makes it a long 3rd and 17. So gonna have to go with the old reliable 4 verts. Bohall tries to go up for it, but it's incomplete, and we had to punt it away. 4th and 17, you know, what are you gonna do? But now Washington State, they have the ball back once again, making the quarterback, you know, move around the pocket a little bit, you know, making him feel a little bit of this heat. But he is ultimately able to complete the pass for the 1st. Next play, Cooper gonna drop back again, and Borgie, he's gonna stiff arm a man to the ground and finishes the run strong. Nice little yards after the catch there to allow for that gain of 20 on the play, as we do force an incompletion though, so there's that. Next play for the Cougars, quarterback Cooper is going to drop back, 2nd and 10. He's going to get it out to Fisher, who stiff arms another man into the ground and does barely get the 1st, but the Tommy defenders do rally quickly to the ball and at least minimize the gain a little bit, as you know, we are playing a Power 5 team and we have struggled all season, so I really don't have any expectations at this point, as Cooper throws another beautiful ball, and it leads to another touchdown for Roderick Fisher, making it 14-0. Following that touchdown, a little disheartening drive, Tommies will take over once again as we get to Kevin Stone, who gets stood up near the 1st down marker, but is able to gain 8 and holds on to the ball. So good for you, Stone. It now leads to a small 3rd and 2, which we're going to try to get on the run, but of course that doesn't work. So we're going to go ahead and just try to fake the punt again, see if we can get it to work a 2nd time. And we do just that. We barely get to the 1st down marker as the receiving person comes down and just absolutely lays the hammer on us. But we are able to keep the drive alive, as now Dilkins takes the carry for 7 yards, making it a 2nd and short coming up. So now 2nd and 3 Lindsay lines up under center, gets it to Danny Dilkins. He finds a decent hole up the middle for another 5 yards. Not sure if that's actually a Tommy or not. I don't know what the Tommy's mascot looks like, but that's what the guy who made the original school chose it to be, so we're going to roll with it. And we're also going to have to roll with this 3rd and 10 as well, because we had 2 incompletions in a row. Going to try to get it to Chad McKenzie, though. He makes a catch, breaks the tackle, and is able to turn upfield for the 1st. This is extremely nice stuff as we now go ahead and try to get that running game going once again. Want to try to slow things down as much as possible, and I think I'm going to go with all reliable in the read option. And yet we will end the quarter on that, and we're only down 14-0. It is kind of sad to say that, but we're making progress, guys. I promise you, we are making some fantastic progress. So the read option that we tried to run after 2nd quarter didn't go very well. Only 2 yards gain, but we try to throw it deep, and it's thrown short, nearly picked off. We are left with a 4th and 8, and we're just going to go ahead and go for it. Like I said, we have nothing to lose, everything to gain. And Lindsay's going to try to go for it, but he gets, Dilkins gets in the way. Might have gotten that first if it wasn't for Dilkins, like running into Lindsay. But again, we have to deal with the Washington State offense, and they are picking up right where they left off. Nice 1st down gain there, and then Cooper is going to drop back. He's going to throw it up the middle to Fisher. And Fisher, I don't know if anyone's going to catch him. He has one more man to beat. And he barely beats him. Oh, man. We're going to be down 21-0. Big oof. But, it's fine. It's totally fine. We expected to be blown out like this. Hopefully we could at least get some decent amount of yards. Get those yards goals for our prospect visiting today, Mr. Justin Spicer. Lindsay does gain 7 on the play, so that's a nice little run to get things off, and we're going to get a little feisty. We're going to run a play action. We had A open. I don't know why I chose to try to scramble. My 2 brain cells, they're working extremely hard, and, clearly it's not working. So 3rd and 3 now, and Lindsay, we're going to get to Dilkins. Dilkins gets another 1st down for us, and we can keep the drive alive. Next play, Desi Lindsay is going to try to set up this play action right here. He's going to drop back to the pass. He's going to go ahead and scramble up the field. He fumbles it, and it looks like he's down on the field, so we have to check out what his injury is like. So now Michael Edwards is ironically our backup quarterback. He's going to try to throw a ball, and it simply does not work. So we might have to go and put Bo Hall in after this possession if we get stopped on the play fake, which is definitely going to happen. Going to try to throw the ball at the right hand side, but it's incomplete. We will give him some amazing field position to work with here. Hopefully it doesn't end too terribly bad for us, as Harris, he breaks a tackle. I don't know if anyone's going to catch him again, and it's another easy touchdown as Travis Harris gains 41 yards on the play. Looking at the injury report, though, it looks like Desi Lindsay will be out for the rest of this season, but no need to worry. Michael Edwards, he's going to make a great return here. He's at the 50, but wait a minute, is there a flag? Oh my goodness, there is a flag on the play, and it's on us. So instead of having the ball at midfield, we're going to be at the 16-yard line. Oh no. Max Carlson is pissed, of course. That might be burrowing over to being a D1 bust, but it's fine. However, Gibson, he makes a great catch, and it's a gain of 21 on the play for another 1st down. As Bo Hall, he's going to continue to scramble up the right-hand side, and it's another great 1st down. Tommies are going to go into no huddle though, since we're down by so much. And we really need to get back into this game as best as we can, or at least delay the inevitable of absolutely getting rocked. As Bo Hall now is our starting quarterback. He's down 2 though, so we're down to our 3rd string. And I think what we had at our 3rd string, besides just switch Michael Edwards and Bo Hall out. You know, Woods gonna pass the ball, but you know, Woods is a terrible passer. He would be like nothing more than an option quarterback, unfortunately. So we now have 2nd and 7, and this is a very tough time to be alive. As Cooper, he's able to scramble. He just shoved off the middle linebacker. Definitely need to get stronger in the weight room to prevent stuff like that. But we only have 2 minutes left in the first half, as Borghi actually drops a pass, setting up 2nd and 10. Next play, Cooper is lined up in the shotgun. Perry, he's going to get to him, and we actually get a sack. And now we have a long 3rd and 18 waiting for us. We have a chance here to get these guys off the field, and we're going to do it. It's no gain on the play. Sensing a football play here, Max Carlson's going to call timeout, give our team more time to get some more points on the board to end or at least try to end this first half. As Patrick Miller, he gains 20 yards on that play. As now Bo Hall, he's starting to find his rhythm. He's going to throw it down the middle again to Patrick Miller for another gain of 18 yards. This is our best drive, and this is our opportunity right here to get some points and get a little bit of momentum going before the end of this first half. However, Bo Hall can't find anybody. He's just going to go ahead and run up the right-hand side. Multiple Cougars are chasing him, but he's able to get the first down anyways. Absolutely no problem. And then we move back into our no huddle. No problem. Right, next play. Throws it up the middle, but it's off target. And it will be 2nd and 10. Following that unfortunate incompletion, Bo Hall is going to try to throw it to his tight end, facing pressure, but he does a little jump throw, and no surprises, it is way short. So now we have one more chance to try to get the points, and Gibson had his hands on it, but he gets absolutely crushed. Look at this. Gibson does initially gets his hands on the ball, but he even gets folded up. I might need to check to see if he's okay, but in the first half, we're down 28-0. But hey, you know what? I think we get the ball. We do indeed get the ball to start the second half. That is right. I kind of forgot about that. So, you know, now it's time for our boys to try to do our thing. We had some momentum going, and now it's time to maybe get some points on the board, because I'm trying not to get shut out. I haven't been shut out yet, as Patrick Miller makes a beautiful catch. Mwah. Very, very amazing catch, setting up this first down in Washington State territory. 2 drives in a row that we did that, so that's cool. So there's an incompletion right there. Next play, Bo Hall gets settled under center. Bo Hall, he will scramble and try to get it off to his running back, but it's off target, setting up this 3rd and 10 for the Tommies football team, as Bo Hall drops back to pass, tries to get it to Warren Woods, but he gets, I thought that might have been pass interference, but they don't really call that, you know, in this game, do they? So we now have 4th and 10, and it's going to be Gibson. He makes the catch for us, though. It's a first down, and we're creeping toward, we are actually in the red zone. But on this 3rd and 7, we try to run it to get him off balance, but it's going to be a 4th and 9, and sensing that we need to get touchdowns instead of field goals, we're trying to play to win. Bo Hall, he's going to try to throw it center field, but it's tipped up, and it is picked off. So that ends our best chance to get points on the board for now, but we did stop them inside the 5-yard line, so we now have an opportunity to go and try and get a safety here. However, Max Baragi, you know, he's able to get outside, and then to make things worse, we had a face mask penalty on Steven Spurlock, and that's going to move him up to 25. Following the penalty, Cooper is going to sit back in the shotgun, and he's going to deliver a ball to Max Baragi. He almost is picked off, though, but unfortunately does fall incomplete. That would have been a huge play for our defense, as we need to get some form of momentum, because it's been all Washington State so far. And you can see why, because the talent on the field is definitely showing. The difference between these two guys is paramount, as Camden Cooper, he's going to drop under center. He's going to throw another ball to Fisher. Goes for 6. The fact that we're not down by at least 35 at this point is a minor miracle, which I will certainly take. 2nd and 4 though, Cooper is going to drop back, and it's nearly picked off again by Brian Cook. If he was paying attention, that would have definitely been an interception, but you know, you can only do so much in this walk-on challenge. As Cooper, 3rd and 4, he's going to get the first down easily and get much more. It's a 20-yard run up the field. Like, look at this. He breaks, let's see how many tackles. He breaks 1 there. He breaks another there. And then he breaks 3 total tackles on the way to that 20-yard run. And it leads to this play right here. Travell Harris gained a 7 on the play. Next play, Cooper. He's getting set up in shotgun. He's going to run the option, and this time goes to Baragi. And Baragi has a cleared open path for another touchdown, making it 35-0. And things will only get worse. It is picked off again by the safety. If it wasn't for Bo Hall, that probably would have been returned back for a touchdown again. Look at this. This guy is from Walla Walla, Washington. I never heard of that place before, but you know, that's kind of interesting. Getting intercepted right after a play like that. And then Bell, he's going to be able to get it into the 1-yard line. It looks like they're going to be set to make this a 42-0 game right here, and they do just that. And it's an easy touchdown for the boys. Okay, so let's see if we can not throw an interception on this drive, which we don't do. However, we do have to do a 3 and out again, and at this point we have to punt it away, unfortunately, just because, you know, we're either so far in territory. Although there was a drop, so that helps. 2nd and 10 for the Cougars though, as Cooper, he's going to drop back again, and Harris, he is going to get wrestled down, but not before the first down marker. So it's another first down for the Cougars. Tommies did try their best. We had multiple defenders, but Washington State guy, of course, is a lot stronger. As Washington State, just like New Mexico State did earlier in this episode, they are just able to do whatever they want. But surprisingly, we're able to get away with more. And we almost get Cooper for another sack, but is somehow able to get away, and it's a gain of 7. Next play for the Cougars, Camden Cooper. He's just going to go ahead and sit in the shotgun again. Going to scramble it. Doesn't see anybody open downfield, surprisingly. But it's I don't know how he did it, but it's another great touchdown. And we're down 49-0 in this game. So I don't know what to say. It's been a tough go in this episode. Probably our worst offensive performance in this series, which is, you know, interesting to say because we haven't been shut out yet, so that's been really good for us. Bo Hall, though, he's going to scramble to the outside for a gain of 11. He wants us to try to do our best to make sure that we don't get shut out, even though we won't end up getting the victory here today. As Michael Coley, he's going to run it up the gut for a gain of 7. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're down 49-0, but, you know, we're playing our best game versus the FBS opponent, at least on the defensive end. We still have some things to work on, though. Clearly, of course. First play of the 1st quarter, though, Bo Hall, he's going to scramble again. He's going to have to throw it away. Those Washington State guys, they are getting used to those scrambles to the right, and we might have to try something new. Don't know what. I'm not a coach. But I am just a person that enjoys sports video games. But clearly what we're doing is not necessarily working. But I do like this corners play. Nice little cheese right here. They forget about Michael Coley. And we get the first down easily for a gain of 9. And our drive will still stay alive. As now we face a 2nd and 11 after one unproductive running play. Bo Hall, he's going to scramble to the right side again. And I'm just glad that he doesn't fumble the ball this time around. Gain of 6. Tommy's in the no huddle though. Going 3rd and 6 here. Bo Hall, he's going to throw it to Patrick Miller, and he gets the first down and keeps the drive going. Because if we went to 4th down, we likely would have been stopped on 4th down anyways. As Bo Hall, he throws it away there. 3rd and 12 for the Tommies though, and Bo Hall is getting ready to get comfortable up center. He's going to try to chuck it deep for Snyder, and Snyder almost gets the catch, but that spec catch rating is just a tad too low. And it looks like Bo Hall is down again. So now Warren Wood is coming in on this 4th and 12. Try to throw it to the running back, and it's simply not working whatsoever. As Washington State is looking to try to get Bell going again. Another 12 yards. I'm actually really surprised at this point that they don't have their backups in. Like, you guys have the game. Like, y'all are killing us. Why do you guys still have your backups? I guess that's that NCAA 14 logic right there. It's Camden Cooper. We actually hit the quarterback, so that's great, but he's still able to get a great ball off to Travell Harris. He's having a fantastic day. Over 100 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Next play, though, they do a run play, and Max Baragi, he's able to cut up field for a nice gain for the first. And then this play right here, Baragi's going to get another carry, with not a first, but only gain of 6 this time around. Next play for the Cougars, it looks like they have a 4 wide set, excuse me. But we're going to try to get this. Oh, man. If our guys, I swear if our guys are actually paying attention, that would have been an interception. But, of course, that user ability not working out well for us, as Renard Bell, he's able to pick up some nice yards. And then 1st and 10, of what's basically a goal line situation. Roderick Fisher, another easy touchdown, and it's 56-0. So I guess this is might be our last drive, because they're going to try to run down this clock at this point. So we're going to try to, well, I tried to throw it to B, but of course it was inaccurate, so that's no surprises there. And, after that was actually 4th down, so, after that, Washington State ran the ball to kill the clock, and Washington State, they did get a touchdown at the very end, and we ended up losing this game ultimately by a score of 63-0. Another tough loss for our team. And what sucks the most is that this is going to be our last home game this season. So from here on out, we're going to be on the road for all of these other games. So that's an extremely scary thought. But hey, let's take a look at the players' stats, see how our players did today. Or at least in this Washington State game. So we had 5 quarterbacks chucking the ball for us today. Desi Lindsey, he started off as our starter, 6 for 11 for 55 yards before getting hurt. And then Bo Hall, he took over for the most part. He did the best that he could, 13 for 34 with 190 yards and 2 interceptions. And then, of course, Warren Wood, he threw a completion, 1 for 2 for a -6. And then Michael Edwards and Justin Little both had incompletions to cap it all off for all of these passers that played for us here today at the quarterback position. Rushing attack was slightly better than usual, I guess. I mean, we're not negative yards, so I mean, I guess that's cool. So Dilkins, he had the most carries out of everybody, but it was pretty atrocious. 17 carries for 8 yards. However, Bo Hall in relief, though, he stood out quite a bit. 6 carries for 44 yards, and without getting sacked or fumbling the ball. So, good for you, my good sir. As for the receptions, we were led today by Patrick Miller, the true freshman out of Louis, New Jersey. He had 6 catches for 93 yards. The other receivers got involved as well, but I didn't see as many drops since we're scrambling the ball more. more often than not. Sacks today were only 2 allowed sacks in the chaos. Tomas Crown allowed one of the sacks, and then Joel Collins is the culprit that allowed the other sack on the opposite side of that line. And then finally, our defense was pretty spread around in general today, although Brandon Fowler and Steven Spurlock each contributed 5 total tackles today. And then we also did a pretty decent job of getting to the quarterback. Michael Edwards, he got a sack, as well as Steven Spurlock getting a sack as well. Both of them getting those tackle for losses. And then outside of those, Chad Parrish, he came in and forced some lost yardage, as well as good old Brian Cook. This is actually, as sad as it sounds, this is actually our best defensive game. Only allowing 63 points to an FBS school, especially with B pluses across the board. Sucks that we couldn't get any points on the board on offense, but I set the bar extremely low, and at this point it's really hard to disappoint me. However, the biggest takeaway from this game is that we are gonna be without Desi Lindsay for the rest of the season, as he broke his collarbone. So from here on out, I think I'm gonna roll with Bo Hall at quarterback, since he's the best thrower. We can't have Michael Edwards or Warren Wood at our quarterback, because then you just have to take out the forward pass in general. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Bo Hall to start for the remainder of the season. So we'll see how that turns out for us. But hey, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, as next week we will go on the road to play against Texas State, Sunbelt squad that's not really that great, so might have better results against these guys than what we've had in any other game this season. But hey, until then, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.